Discrete random variables are variables that are random. We don't know exactly the values that they'll take. So for example, suppose we toss a fair coin 5 times. What is the total number of heads that we'll get in those 5 tosses? I don't know. It's random, so we don't exactly know, but we can talk about the probability of obtaining a certain number of heads in those 5 tosses. Suppose that I have 20 candies in a jar, and each candy is one of blue, red, green, or purple. If I reach into the jar and pull out a candy, then what is the probability of obtaining a certain color? Well, I've got blue candies, red candies, green candies, and purple candies. And the number of each color, I have 5 blue, 5 red, 5 green, 5 purple. And so the probability, well, let's say I've got 20 in total. So the probability of getting a blue, probability is 5 out of 20, which is 1/4. And so the probability of getting a red is 1/4, and the probability of getting a green is 1/4. And the probability of getting purple is 1/4. So we can plot this over here, and so we have, let's say, blue here, red, green, and purple. Put 1/4 on the y-axis for the probability, and this is color on the x-axis. And each one of these will have 1/4 probability. So this is an example of a discrete random variable, discrete random variable, and its distribution is called a discrete uniform distribution. Now suppose that I eat all the red candies and replace the 5 red candies with 5 green candies. So I've eaten all the red candies, so I don't have any more red candies, and I replace them with 5 more green candies. So then the number of red candies will be 0, the number of green candies will be 10, and so this probability of getting a red will just be 0 out of 4, and the probability of getting a green candy will now be 10 out of 20, which is just equal to 1/2. And so the graph of our distribution, it will no longer be a discrete uniform distribution. So I'm going to erase that. And our probability graph will look like this. So the red ones are 0 now. And then the green ones are no longer, the probability isn't 1/4, but it's 1/2. And so again, this is a different discrete random variable with a different distribution.